friends, and welcome back to the Living the Dream series. In series in which I make a random deck from the amount of cards that I have after however many years I've been playing Arena now, and I see how well it does in whatever format I build it in. This time around, it's going to be Gruul Riot. This one is green, red, mostly cards that are either hasty or have the right ability into them or some kind of ability that helps get it to where it needs to go to. This one's going to be Explorer legal. This one, the main goal is just to throw creatures out and deal as much damage as fast as possible, to be honest. I run 4 Adventurous Impulse to help me get to that creature or land that I may need. Nice little 1 mana sorcery. Next is Llanowar Elves. Just nice little green mana ramp on a creature. Little mana dork. And then Bond of Flourishing, which is another, get to look at the top 3. I get to reveal a permanent, which, if I remember correctly, I think everything in this deck is a permanent except for Bond of Flourishing and Adventurous Impulse. So I can basically hit everything I want to. Galley Greeters, running only 2 because I only have 2, and I think I've made my mention enough on wild cards that even though I collect the wild cards, I don't use them. Not for the series, at least. I'll use them for other fun decks that I do on the side, but for the actual series decks, I just build with what I have. Galley Greeters is a nice little alliance creature. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you get to choose one that hasn't been chosen this turn. You either get to beef up Galley Greeters, you get tap treasure token, that'll be good for the next turn, or you can gain 2 life. So it's a nice little all-around thing, just nice little value. Paradise Druid, it's a more expensive mana dork, but being able to have hexproof as long as it's untapped is pretty nice. That means I will at least be able to tap it for mana once, unless the opponent board wipes or makes me sack a creature and it's the only creature I have on the field, that kind of stuff. But for the most part, it helps make sure I can at least use its mana source once. Then Targnar, Demon Fanged Knoll. I like Targnar pretty well. He's just a nice little dude that if you attack with creatures total power 6 or greater this combat, attacking creatures get +1/+0 until a turn. But the thing that's most exciting is if you have Targnar in the later game, you can really pump him. So, and it's instant speed pump, so if there's other scary things you have and your opponent's more focused on that, you can easily get in for some surprise damage with that. Downside to him is he doesn't have trample. Natural Moonrise is one thing that definitely fixes that. It does do the night and day mechanic, which I think, if I remember correctly, none of the cards in this deck care about night and day. The important part about this is target creature gets +1/+0 and gains trample, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. So that one is another one of those non-permanent things I have, but I like the ability to give him trample, and then also the flashback to do it at a later time. The downside is it is a sorcery, but I mean, if you're giving something trample, you're expecting it to be blocked anyway, is what I usually view as. So, sorcery not being too bad. I mean, it doesn't buff his toughness or anything like that. It just basically says, hey, this big creature you're gonna have, it's going to draw you a card and hit somebody. And I like that. And Gruul likes that. Then Zerta Goblin. He's just a normal 2/2 Goblin, but he's got Riot, which means he enters either with haste or with a +1 counter, which is nice. Grumgully. Non-human creatures I control enters the battlefield with an additional +1 counter on it. Ties really well with Riot. I can basically make my non-humans enter with Riot, enter in with double counters or with a +1 counter and haste. So in that case, if Grumgully is out, then Zertog Goblin gets his cake and eats it too. And then Gruul Spellbreaker, he's probably not a probably. He is my favorite creature with Riot. 3 mana, 3/3 Riot with built-in trample. That's always nice. And as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have hexproof. That is a wonderful effect. That forces your opponent to use the removal on their turn, which means they'll have less mana up on your turn, which is always great, especially if you're playing against blue. Rhythm of the Wild. Gives your non-token creatures Riot, and your creature's spells you control can't be countered. That is very important in the Explorer format, because I've run into more control decks in the Explorer format lately. So Rhythm of the Wild, if it does get to land, it's pretty beneficial to this deck that's mostly creatures. Warden of the Chained. He's just a simple 3 mana 4/4. He can't attack unless you control another creature with power 4 or greater, but the creatures do tend to get a little big in this deck, so that's usually not a bad case. And if you have 2 Wardens, they keep each other company, and that means they can both attack, so that's always nice. Gruul Beastmaster, another great card with Riot, and whenever he attacks another target creature you control, gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is Gruul Beastmaster's power. So the reason I like Gruul Beastmaster so much is because of that Riot built-in effect of it. Basically, if I want to set up, I can play him, put a +1 counter on, that way I can give something +3/+0. Or if it's one of those situations where I can just get into some surprise damage while my opponent is unexpected on, maybe they had done something to set up on the turn before in hopes that they would get another turn around, or maybe they played, a few creatures that could block, but maybe they wouldn't want to if, I get a hasty and then another big buff on a creature, or a small buff. I mean, +2/+0 isn't super big, but it is big enough to make a difference in a 20 life format. Or maybe they will want to block everything with the small creatures, and then they have less blockers for the next turn. I would want to run 2 of those, but like I said before, I don't use my wild cards for these decks. Helana and Elena Partners is a strong card. 2/3 first strike with reach, so it can block those pesky flyers and the smaller flyers that kills them before they even get a chance to do anything to them. And at the beginning of combat on your turn, you put X+1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is Helana and Elena's power. That creature gains haste until end of turn. The reason I like this card so much is because not only do you get to have surprise, angry, hasty, big things, but if that surprise, angry, hasty, big thing is a Gruul Beastmaster that you just did the Riot ability, so it's a 3/3, and now with Helena and Elena, just on their base power is 2, that means he's now a hasty 5/5 that's giving something +5/+0 when he attacks that turn. That means if your Trampley Spellbreaker is on the field, that means he's at least hitting for 8 if he didn't also do the +1 counter Riot thing. And that is terrifying, just having a sudden 8/3 Trampler. Or any of these others, honestly. I mean, even this dude, especially if you also happen to have a natural Moonrise that game. I mean, that gives whatever trample, so that's always nice. But Helena and Elena, they're definitely one of my favorites. And last but not least is Proud Wild Bonder. This one is just straight up nasty. 4/3 trample for 4. Creatures you control with trample may have this creature assign its combat damage as though it weren't blocked. So any of my tramplers or any creature that I give trample until end of turn now is guaranteed to hit the player. And that can be the difference between dealing a little bit of damage or just straight up winning the game. So Proud Wild Bonder, I think I think I only had two of them, but even if I had more, I think I only want to run two just because of the four mana options. I wouldn't want to lower the others for him because I think that's a pretty decent curve. I have plenty of threes, plenty of, well, a few twos. I could probably go for, well, no, I have plenty of twos. I forgot about these guys at the top. Plenty of twos, a good nice little chunk of ones. I mean, it's a nice little curve. Then this one has my mountains and forests with a few red-green lands that I have unlocked. Um, of course, as I've said before, I don't spend wild cards on things, especially not lands, but that's because I'm crazy. Anyway, without further ado, let's see how it does in the Explorer format. Just like in all of my other videos, I give it 3 opportunities to see what it can do. Because honestly, if a deck can't do its thing in 3 matches, then it probably wasn't built well enough to do its thing, to be honest with you. Or the every now and then setup of just really bad matchups, because that does happen sometimes. Or getting a nice little one-lander, definitely mulliganing. Yes, that is more reasonable. Oh, I have to choose one, don't I? Let's dump the Warden, just because I don't have the guaranteed 4/4 right now. Temple of Epiphany. I get goblins. Interesting. Yeah, we'll see if Paradise Druid needs a counterspell. No. Neat. Surveilling. Oh, is this going to be a reanimator? But they didn't put anything in there? Oh, that's weird. I just really liked all of those cards, huh? Neat. Alright. Let's do a Mountain. And let's do a nice little goblin with... You know what? I'm just gonna go the speedy route on this one. Let's get some damage in. Bink and bonk. Oh, yep. Okay. Interesting. Take my Rockfall Veil. Let's see what they have against the Gruul Beastmaster. Oh my goodness. Let's go angry. Yeah, baby. Trust me, it's gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me. Alright, what you got? I know it's Spellslinger, but I don't know what kind of Spellslinger. Oh, they're really digging. Ooh! They gave up on that one. Alright. The hasty, angry creatures won. And I would say that it definitely lived the dream on that. I mean, it's a deck around Riot, and it definitely caused a riot. That was cool. That first hand was definitely not cool. But that second hand, that flowed pretty nicely. Especially when I drew that other goblin. I was honestly not expecting them to not have any responses, though. I mean, all the drawing. But that is the fun about Explorer, is even if you see a deck that looks familiar, you don't entirely know for sure what it has going on for it. Ooh, yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Opponent goes first. Ooh, I hope I draw an elf. Having a tough time deciding there, buddy? Oh, that's what it is. The Hobbit's gone mad! Unless he's just AFK. He's gone so mad he's ran out of the house. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. He came back. Oh, maybe. Oh, then he ran back out of the house. Prancing in the fields. Alright, he came back. Welcome back. Ooh, he's got the Black Lotus pets. Pretty. And the Black Lotus sleeves. I ended up getting the Damnation sleeves. I like them a lot. Alright, dude, this guy is slow playing on purpose. Or this is like his first time playing Magic. Adventurous impulse. I guess I'm getting Warden of the Chain since the other two options are more adventurous impulses. My goodness. What are you? Alright. Neat. I still have no idea what this deck is doing. Rockfall Veil. Neat. I'm gonna play Targnar though. Mono blue, huh? But it's still, I can still use it? Oh, cool. I'm gonna beat you to death with a frog. I hope you know this. Go, my Galagreeters. Go, my frog. Yeah, that's right. Being beaten by your own creation. You are a mad hobbit. I do like winged words. 'Tis nice. Hey, your fabled passage gives you an untapped land now. That's good. Well, untapped the land. Neat. Okay. So what is the point of this deck? That is the question that You have looters, you have ren robbers, and you have a Tormod's crypt. Such a weird thing. Anyway, let's do some Gruul Beastmaster shenanigans, shall we? Haste! +1 counter. There we go. It'll be fun. And time to attack. I wasn't kidding when I said I was gonna beat you to death with this frog. You're gonna trade with the frog? He doesn't want to be beaten to death with the frog. He's mad, but not that mad. Teferi's Tutelage. What does that do? Whenever you draw a card, target opponent mills 2 cards. Neat! The slowest mill deck I've ever seen. You have no maximum hand size. I don't think you had to worry about maximum hand size to begin with, Holmes. Alright. That was neat. Ground goalie. How exciting. Doop, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop, boo. Let's do this one. Alright. And I'm gonna play ground goalie. Yes, yes, yes. I know you can use your Tormads. No, we're gonna keep beefing up those galley leaders, baby. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna make it hurt. Boop. Alright. You got one more turn. I believe in you. Grum Goalie. It's gonna make my Zertal Goblin allow it to have its cake and eat it too. Very nice. Okay. Alright. Now brainstorm. Oh wait, that's not this. Well, I don't have to worry about life total, so I am going to go ahead and pay that 2 life. Haste! +1 counter. Yeah, baby. And then I'm gonna natural Moonrise the Beastmaster again. And with that, I'm gonna say good game. Oh wait. They only have... Yep, that's right. I only hit them for 6. Alright, so I'm at 34. You're really banking on milling me out, aren't you? Alright, I'm down to 30. And you're at 1. Oh, now I'm at 29. There, see, I helped you out. Alright. Yeah, 4 mana, 4 cards in hand. I'm at 25. Draw 2 cards. Oh my. Am I actually about to be milled out? Come on. You got this. I believe in you. Aww. Dang. Nice. Alright. Go, my angry dudes. I was not expecting to go up against a Mono Blue Mill deck and Explorer. That's pretty cool. I was also... I mean, aren't the... Yeah, Hedron Crab is in that, right? Or is it Ruined Crab? I think it's Ruined Crab. I think Ruined Crab's the Explorer one. Maybe we just didn't see it. Anyway, 2 for 2. I'll take it. 2 for 2 is always good. No doubts, it's always good. Playing Gruul. Gruul is always fun. Shut your brain off, start attacking. Oh. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. I'm sure I'll draw a land, right? Oh my goodness. It's a ramp deck. Uh-oh. That's not good. What kind of shenanigans do they have going on? Oh, those kind. Oh, no, I'm not going to block. I'll pay 3, and then... Yep, I'll play Grim Gold. And then I'll hit you for 2. Take that. Wow, you are really doing some setup. That is for sure. Holy God. And then I'm going to do a little bit of that. And we'll see if they block the Grim Goalie. Oh, nice. Alright, cool. Ooh, nice. Good old Storm the Festival deck, huh? Neat, neat. Death touch haste. No, I'll just eat it. That's fine. Land, and then I'm gonna play my Proud Wild Bond. Next to combat. Yes. And then I'm gonna Bond of Flourishing. Ooh. Let's grab. That's a tough one. We'll do another Proud Wild. Why not? Mostly because if they attack with their other stuff, they will die. So it's a flashback for 8. Okay. Nykthos. I forgot that got in the most recent what is that called? Anthology? Yeah, I think Anthology. Wow. Alright. I think they're going to be flashing back that Storm the Festival. Just a hunch. Interesting. Ooh, Enrace Runners, I think, just got it for him. Ouchie, mama. $14.70. Wait, did they not have to sacrifice? Oh, yeah, that's two different things. Oh, and they all have vigilance. Wait, it gives them vigilance too? Ouchie, mama. Nice. So I think I will do that. And then I'll just take 17, I think. Ouch. Oh yeah, I forgot. Elvish Mystic wasn't attacking. That's right. That's right. Yeah, now you have to figure out what you want to discard. That is a lot. All of the Storm the Festivals. That's an interesting concept. That's just so much setup, though. Because, I mean, the 3 turns that they took to play all those, I mean, if I would have had the hand that I had the first game, that would have been absolutely nasty. Absolutely nasty. I'm gonna play my Warden. And then I'm going to just get my my damage in. Yeah, draw my card. Then I think they have enough trample damage to win anyway. but it makes sense to just go ahead and do the Storm the Festival. Ooh, and they had another one in their hand. That means they're going to double storm, so they're probably storming until they hit the end Raise Runners, because that makes the most sense. End Raise Runners guarantees victory. What's that? Huh, interesting. Did all that just do that. You know what? I'ma kill your elf. That was really interesting. I've seen those Storm the Festival decks before, and they did okay, but I think the Nykthos really helped them out this time. I can definitely see that being more prevalent? Yeah, prevalent. Prevalent. I can definitely see them more often in the Explorer formats. Flowering of the White Tree. I like that. That's a cool card. Thought about putting that in my Shadowfax Historic deck, just because giving Shadowfax Ward 1 and buffing it up to where it can throw out bigger stuff if I wanted to, but it being legendary, I wouldn't want to run many, and then it wouldn't be consistent. So that's kind of why I chose not to put it in Shadowfax, because I think I already had one. Yeah, it doesn't say first, so I already had one. But that's a cool little pack. Those are some pretty cool games. I always have fun when I play Gruul. Like I said, I like getting to just shut my brain off and just start swinging. It went really well till the big Oonga Boonga green deck. That was pretty cool though. Anyway, thanks for watching the video and enjoying the Gruul Schmackdowns with me while I live the dream on Riot control this time, I guess. Or rioting, not really control, just straight up rioting. Anyway, thanks for checking me out.